A traitor is a traitor to a traitor. The, the people that you have allowed to invade this country, they know they have a country that they are loyal to, and they know that you are not. Now, when I prophesied that Hollywood was taking over the Christian culture in this nation, there were those that laughed me to scorn. But you see the evidence, it happened. Now, I'm not the greatest of anything, and I don't claim to be a scholar, but I know a message when God gives me one. And God told me this morning that I must tell this, that when you are a traitor to your country, even one that said that a Supreme Court a justice was going to reap a whirlwind, I've got news for all of you. You're going to reap a whirlwind because those people that you have allowed to take over this country that you think you're going to use, you literally believe you're going to use them. You're going to persuade them to put you in power. They don't care. They're not after you being in power. They are after them being in power. And when they come to kill those that supported you, they are going to kill you. Because when they look at you, they are going to remember that you betrayed your own country. That means you are of no use to them because you are not going to uh, support their country. If you can betray your own, you will betray them. So they will never trust you. And you're going to be one of the first ones that they kill. Telling you right now, and I am warning you with a message that God gave me. You might as well say, "Thus saith the Lord." You that believe that you can control this madness of each and every country that you, for money, sold this country down the drain. You know who you are. I don't have to name you. I don't have to tell you who you know exactly who you are. And I'm telling you and warning you that God gave this country one last chance. And he gave it to you in a person that he called. And he called that person to stop the atrocities of what they're putting on and doing in the schools, what they're doing to children, and you just flood them in. You flood them in. And people keep on living in la la land. They keep on thinking that it's like the old days. It's like when we used to do this. Oh my goodness. The Lord says, you don't know what you've done. You don't know what you're doing. And if these people are not kicked out of this country, they are going to take over in such a way that you will be one of the sorriest people. Because I will tell you that these people, they have no conscience. They have no feeling. They have no soul. You say, oh, you're so wrong. No, they have no soul. When they rub their babies' bellies and they say, kill Jews, kill Americans, and they're sitting in this country saying, kill Americans. When they do that, the soul of that baby is gone. You see, your soul is your seat of reasoning, where God can come to you and speak to you. But these people are born without one. There is no place that God can talk to them and convert them. And you people that are the religious leaders that literally think you're going to be able to do something. Oh my goodness. What you have supported and what you have done, and every one of you that go into the voting booth and fight what God is doing because you want the privilege of killing your own baby, because you want the privilege of deciding life and death. You want the privilege to go out and enjoy and have pleasure and then be able to kill it, the result of your pleasure, because you don't want the responsibility of life in God. So do your thing. I'm telling you, because it is not the Christian that is going to suffer under your hands or their hands. For God has a plan, and He is not going to allow the Christian who really loves God, who wouldn't touch this garbage, He has plans that they are going to escape this because you are going to reap what you sow. So, I warn you, when you get into that voting booth and you know that you heard nothing but propaganda about a person, you have no proof, you had heard nothing about people except that those that are evil took the law and twisted to suit themselves, just like those who took the laws of God and twisted it to suit themselves. And all of them have a religion. All of them go to church. All of them, even that come into this nation, they have a religion. They have someone they worship, but it isn't Jesus Christ. So I'm letting you know and giving you fair warning. I did not do this. I did not call this into being. I did not ask God for this. But He woke me up and He told me to warn you. Those of you that have even as Christians separated yourself from America, and you damned America, and you said that America is going to pay, and you never cried out in mercy for those who are innocent, those who were born into this. Some of them are very innocent. Some of them, if given a chance, they would have given their life to God and turned things around. And right now, somewhere, somehow, God is going to raise up things that operate in common sense, to have mercy upon you who would not listen, to have mercy upon you who claim His name and you refuse to listen. Well, now you're going to need Him so desperately. He's just lifted from me. That was all He wanted me to tell you, is to warn you. What you think is happening, what you believe is going to come about, it is the exact opposite. You reap what you sow. And when you let people invade your homeland and you support people who are doing that, and you don't search it out on the internet of what is true, and you say, well, I don't want to, the internet is evil. Well, that is what they convinced you of. Don't listen to the news, the real news. Don't listen to the truth. Listen to the propaganda that they spew out. They all think there is no God. They all think they're going to get away with it. From top to bottom, from the height of the greatest leader in the church to the bottom of the satanic worship, from top to bottom, God is going to clean up. Either that, or He is going to make sure that His children who are innocent do not suffer under the power of the things that you have chosen. You reap what you sow. Those of you that are fighting for different nations in this nation are going to have a real problem with God.